Okay.
Ropeburn got an office at Seaburfield International.
So we're back for chapter 3.
Should be a sign on top of the building. It'll help guide you. Look, I saw Ropeburn wrestle once.
Yeah, don't really care about Ropeburn wrestling. How about he broke someone's arm or something like that? So wonderful, I'm sure. Now, I found one way of learning the faster ways around the cities and stuff is to do the time trials. The original time trials, not any of the DLC time trials, because obviously the DLC time trials aren't based at all in the game. So eventually you start to learn really fast ways around the city, and you know them better than you know just the normal ways you would have done them. Which makes life a lot easier here. Now, you can jump up onto that. I have seen it done, and I've managed it once. That little thing there, you can jump onto that, and you will run, and it will run you up there, and you just sort of snap straight on. I'm fairly sure. I can't quite remember. But that was the vague idea of what was going on there. And it does cut a considerable amount of time off that little bit there. Okay. Now, one thing that didn't occur to me was that you could fit through that gap. So the first time I played this, I spent ages in that little confined space there, spending ages trying to get through, and it was actually ridiculously simple. Okay, so now you're in this vent. You're about to get into the vent above Roqueburn's office. This means that basically you can eavesdrop on him.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to do.
He's a fairly big guy. Since he's a wrestler, we're going to assume that's muscle. Don't intend that. There's a gun on the table if you want to use it. I don't personally use it. I'm going to try this. This normally works. Is slow motion. Oh, no! That's what you have to do, though. Like that. There you go.
More blues, head for the roof. Don't forget, you're public enemy number 1, Faith. To those guys, you've got meal ticket written all over you.
Okay, if they start turning up downstairs, they're all shooting at you.
You ain't shaking them yet.
You run out here. They're going to come out these doors scripted as to how fast you do it or not. It doesn't matter. He will always come out that door at that time, as will he. As you turn on this corner, there'll be another door and a flashbang. Just get yourself in a straight line and run.
To the roof, there's an exit on the top floor.
Not like that, though. See, that's why it's important to get your timing right. Because if you get your timing wrong, she decides to jump up and then vault over the next one. And then you just sort of die. See, look, he jumped out, he came out. And the next one, you're going to get got by flashbang again. Ah, there was no flashbang. Interesting. Every single time I've played this game, I've always been hit by the flashbang. Every single time. But it doesn't really matter. And I played this on both Xbox and PlayStation. So, as a general rule, I'm fairly sure all the things that I remember were all the same. So, okay, just wait for these doors to open. Slide down. You'll jump off. And then you go right, not
Faith's
left.
got a hideout up ahead. Head for the cranes and I'll update you when you get closer. Watch it, Faith. The Blues have a chopper incoming.
This bit, you don't need to climb all the way around. That's one way of doing it there. Now make sure you hit this, the right thing, because otherwise, like I said before, it has a complete fit. You vault over and then you have to climb back up again. And all the time you saved in the first little shortcut jumping over is completely wasted.
Watch it, Blue's up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have to fight.
Okay. I normally take these guys out, it's just easier. Ow. Ow. If he hits you twice, then you die. That's always how it is, no matter what difficulty.
Watch it, Blue's up ahead. Looks like you're gonna have to fight.
Ow. Slow-mo often helps. Ow. How did he see me come around the corner? That's hardly fair. It's always later than I think. I'm always prepared when I try and disarm them.
That's the last one. Now go.
You don't have to kill all of them. On normal, I normally kill about 2 of them and then run. On easy, it really... You don't need to kill any of them, to be honest, on easy, because on easy they really cannot shoot to save their lives. All that the difficulties really change, other than hard difficulties taking away the red bits. So obviously, if you know what you're doing, the difficulties, the only thing the difficulty changes is how difficult it is, like in terms of fighting, not in terms of anything else. It will only change combat difficulty. Basically, it takes less bullets to kill you. That's the only difference that I've found. Okay, so run down to the bottom here. We're nearing pretty much the end of this mission now. Don't run up the door. Every time I try and climb up the door, it doesn't actually grab on, and it drives me mad. It sort of has a bit of a fit, and you have to keep like rearranging yourself until eventually you're not on the door. So yeah, we're getting pretty close now.
Should be some cover ahead. Some scaffolding. Try and lose some of the heat in there.
We're getting the scaffolding. Scaffolding doesn't take very long. Although I remember the first time I played this, with a friend of mine, it took us ages, and this is in fact I think where we stopped. It was a couple of years ago. We stopped playing around about on the scaffolding, and I stuffed that up. And when I came back about 2 years later, I played it again for him, and he was still in exactly the same place. Which kind of basically he played it for about... He got it for Christmas. I came around about 3 days after Christmas. He managed to complete the prologue. We played the first, second, and this mission. And then he stopped and never played anymore. For 2 years. That guard there, by the way, he always, every single time, no matter what version of the game you play, he will always turn up there. Okay, now just keep climbing. You will get shot. It's almost inevitable that you will get shot. Just try and run and not get shot too much. Basically, is my advice to you. It might sound obvious, but just try not to get shot too often. Now Merc's gonna have a bit of a go at you for spilling his Joel over the keyboard.
Hey,
Told
did
you.
you get a message to Miller?
There's chapter
I need to
3.
see him again.